Good morning, everybody. It's like 10:22, May the 15th. Remember, I told you it's going to be proven to be a very interesting month, the things that we should be seeing. I'm not saying this like I'm anxious for it. I'm just telling you it's going to be happening. We need to be watching. That's what Jesus said, watch. This is the season, okay? We are in the season. Make no doubt about it. You guys remember a while back when I said I had a dream of that black horse rising up and then like it was getting ready to run off real fast? When I was younger, I had a horse in Alabama. And anyhow, I'd go riding that horse I used to try to ride as often as I could. But anyhow, it was one dirt road. Every time I went down it, man, that horse would spook and run. But anyhow, when he raised up like that, I mean, you had to hang on, because when he raised up like that and he hit the ground, pew, he was gone, man. There wasn't no pulling on the reins, no stopping him, no trying to turn him. I had to hang on to him so tight because he was heading back to the barn. That's where he was going, and he wasn't going to stop running until he got there. That's when he stopped. But I don't know if it was something he's seen. It was in the road all the time. And this one place, whenever it never failed, whenever I went, I stopped going down that way. Because wherever something there made that horse hightail it back to the house every time I went down that road. Anyhow, I told you guys I'd get that picture of that black Mustang. I told you when I was driving the other day. Now, look at that. See, that's a Mustang. It's a black one. Now, look at the numbers. You can see it, can't you? 44, 44, and a 4 with an 8. Okay? N44, 444, 8. I've never seen that many 4s on a vehicle before. You know what I mean? And I told you how I seen the 4s on a treadmill when I was a few years back when I first got that photo of this with the angel blowing the trumpet. Now there's new people here. You could see the angel right here, and there's this round trumpet. At the end of it is a white horse and a bathtub. It's where we got to be washed with the blood of Christ, okay, to be seen without spot or blemish, because we've all failed. We've all wouldn't make it otherwise. That's why I say it's all about Jesus Christ, okay? Now, before I got this photo, I was in a gym, and I looked down at the treadmill I was on, because there was an ambulance in front of me. I was looking out the window, and the car stopped right in front of me. And an ambulance stopped in front of that car because of an accident that happened down the road, almost a quarter mile. It's a good way. And for that last car to stop right in front of me, this isn't no coincidence. Remember I told you everything is spiritual. And God's in control of everything, okay? Always has been. That's why I say you got to be watching and focusing in the spirit. You got to come out of this world, man. You ain't going to see nothing until you do. Anyhow, the lights on the ambulance got my attention. And I looked down at my machine and it said 44 minutes and 44 seconds. Then as soon as that ambulance went around that car, my eyes went down to that tag. And it said 44 TBU, like 2BU. And I'm like, what the heck? You know, because I mean, when you see all those 4s on your machine you're running on, 44 minutes, 44 seconds, then you immediately see a tag in front of you saying 44-TBU. I'm like, this isn't just some coincidence, man. This is spiritual. And I've been trying to, wake everybody up here, man, to what's going on. I seen this. Here you can see the mouth and the chin. Okay? I seen his whole face. I know what it all looks like. I've seen it. There's another face here. It's looking down on the earth. The eyes and the mouth, it's looking down on the earth. These are clouds. And it turns really quick, and it's looking straight. Just like this face, looking straight. This here, with just the mouth and chin, they're not showing you his whole face. I've seen his whole face. I know what it looks like. But anyhow, there's another face, but I think it moved down here. They're very fast, you guys. That's why you see in my videos those spirits that are moving around me a lot. Okay? You just never know when they're going to pop up, man. When they do, you know? And it's like, wow, you know? But they've done it a lot. A lot of my videos, man, you see them a lot. But when they reveal themselves like this, because you guys got to remember now, one day to the Lord is 1,000 years to us. So when you're seeing them revealing themselves like this, they have to slow down, okay? Because they do everything very quickly. Everything happens fast for them. But everything you see around you is happening spiritually. Ephesians 6 says, we wrestle not with flesh and blood, but spiritual principalities and wickedness in high places. Okay? Remember, he said, woe to the inhabitants of the earth, for the devil has come upon you. Okay? And you don't hear the churches warning you about it. They just say, oh, we're blessed. I'm blessed. You're blessed. Put some more money in that basket because you're so blessed. You know? Well, I've talked to plenty of people, and I've witnessed it myself. You go into the church, you don't even really see them opening the Bible, reading from it. But if you open this Bible from the beginning, it's all warnings. What happens when you turn away from God? You know, everything. Like in the days of Noah. What happened when Noah, they loaded up into that ark? The whole world was flooded and they were killed. Okay? Now, he says in these end days, it's going to be just like the days of Noah. Remember, this is spiritual. Most of these people that are putting those red streaks in their hair, when Jesus had a crown of thorns placed on his head, his hair bled like that. Okay? So that's what that represents, but they don't know that. They just think it's in style, so they're going with the flow. Wide are the gates of the hell, okay? And it also says, don't let these days come upon you unaware. St. Luke 21:34-36 says, don't let these days come upon you unaware. Now, I don't think they'd put that in the Bible if it wasn't something very important. Okay? Which it is. It's very important. Don't let these days come upon you unaware. You guys have heard me read that many, many times. St. Luke. Alright. Right here it says, and so that day come upon you unaware. It says, take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life. In other words, man, it's so easy. I just looked at the children's department. There's baby dolls with horns, like devil horns, and they got scars. They're vampires, you know, looking like they're wanting to suck the blood out of you. This is wickedness that's coming up, man. And I'm seeing, you know, they're teaching the children this. They're showing them devil horn signs on their cartoons, the 666, and the truck stops now. Everywhere I go, they got the hand sign with the 666 on bottles of water. They call it life. You know, this is it, you guys. For as a snare it shall come upon all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. Watch ye therefore and pray always, that you may be accounted worthy to escape these things. Why do you think it says, don't let these days come upon you unaware? If they come upon you unaware, man, you don't got a free ticket going anywhere. Because you were in love with what's in the world, and you weren't listening and heeding his warnings. What do I mean by heeding his warnings? Well, when you get into 1 John chapter 4, verse 4, or second. Wait a second. 1 John chapter 2, verse 15. When it says, don't let these days come upon you unaware. People are saying, I'm blessed, you're blessed. Everybody's blessed. They're not warning you about the devil being here on the earth. And then it says right here in chapter 2, 1 John, verse 15, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. And then you got people saying, I'm blessed, you're blessed, we're all blessed. Look at all these material things. What does it say here? Neither the things that are in the world. If any man loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. I see pride on everything, man. Pride this, pride that. Queer pride, gay pride. You know, they're all just up and saying pride, pride, pride. You know, raising their rainbow flag. Let me tell you something. The rainbow sits around God's throne, not on a perverted flag. Okay? When they removed God out of everything, this is it. Listen, when they took him out of everything, now listen to this. Who was a liar but he that denies that Jesus is the Christ? He is Antichrist. When you remove him out of the governments, the schools, and everything, that's doing that right there. It's denying him that he's the Christ. Because if you knew he was the Christ, you wouldn't dare remove that stuff from our Bible or from our schools and stuff like that. And if your pastors in the churches knew what this said right here, they wouldn't be talking about how blessed everybody is, would they? This is getting ready to happen, you guys. Make no doubt about it. Okay? I told you this ain't no ear-tickling channel here. I'm here to give you guys the straight truth here, man. Get ready. Be ready. That black horse on that Mustang right there, I see that while I was looking at all this flooded farmland everywhere. And it wasn't just in one state, it was in a few states. Then there's going to be droughts going on, man. When he stops that rain, you could have, your crop could be this tall. Then have a drought with no rain, no rain, no rain. That stuff's going to dry up. Then they're going to be, you know, it's going to happen suddenly. People ain't going to be expecting it. Obama even said it. He goes, you ain't going to see it coming. You know? And the Bible even says, I'll open up the windows of heaven and I'll put a dew on the earth that'll your blessings, you won't have enough room to contain all the blessings I'll pour upon you. And see, the food that we eat, that's what he blesses us with. And everything, he owns it. All the gold, the silver, everything. Everything that when you make, whatever you make, he owns everything. Okay, so we're using his stuff. Okay, remember, he created everything too, including the devil, all of them. And they're all doing his will. When you're following God's will, he holds back that devil, that restrainer. You know, they might come up and try to tempt you a little bit here and there to see, you know, how strong you are in the faith. If you're in the faith, very strong in the faith, he can't tempt you. If you got that cross on your shoulder following Christ, he ain't going to tempt you. You know, they might be able to sit there and talk in your head a little bit. Remember, he says we're double-minded. So therefore, he can try to tempt you. They can't make you do anything. He can only make, he can't. He can only try to seduce you. And what does it say? It says resist the devil and he will flee from you. You know what I mean? But I wanted to share this photo with you guys, you know, because you heard me telling you about it. And when I say that, I need to show you. I wish I could have got it off my phone without doing this. Going in there for one copy like that, man. I see lots of stuff all day long, and I don't normally take photos. But I had to take a photo of this because it's a Mustang with the horse on the back of it. It's not just any Mustang. It's a black one with lots of 4s on it. And I know the Lord chose me, saying 44 to be you. And we know Obama is the world's choice. The people chose him, okay? But God gives you your heart's desires, okay? The wise, it's not our desire, but it's the world's desire, okay? That's why they got what they got. And that's why they can't see what we see, okay? And he said many will have strong delusion, and they do. You know, I notice a lot of people, they just don't like being around me. And I know why. Jesus said, it's him that they hate. And it's his light in us that they see, that they hate. And I also told you, the closer we get, the more they're going to hate us. You know? So, don't be surprised. You know what I mean? Don't be surprised. It comes with the territory. You know? But it's a blessing. It's a blessing that, you know, we could see this. Because they can't. Also, I wanted to share with you how I was talking to you about that dead coyote I seen. Just raised its head up. It was stiff as a board, man. But it raised its head up and looked at me with its tongue hanging out of its mouth. I'm like, what the heck, you know? I think that's telling me, get ready. Something's getting ready to happen, you know? It's getting ready to happen. What, the dead in Christ rising? I don't know, but I know something's getting ready to happen. So, you know, when the Lord shows me these things, I mean, my faith is like, you know, I got so much faith it can't contain it in this van. Okay? Can't haul it in the back of this truck. My faith is way over everything because of the things that I've seen already and heard. You know, even the guy that I work with, Mike, when he looked at me one day and he goes, I know that you would destroy me if you could. And I went, what? You know? He goes, I know that you would destroy me if you could. And I knew immediately it was a demonic spirit that I was talking to, not Mike. And another time when he went, like when he passed out, when I went into that rainbow, that was God showing me. You know, I'm telling you, man, once your faith increases, man, God has revealed so much to me. God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, he has revealed so much to me because of my faith. You know, when your faith is there, and see, when you guys see these spirits going in and out of me in the videos, that should be opening your eyes. And you see these scoffers coming against me, they don't even want to go there and talk about none of this stuff. Okay, the only thing they want to say is I'm a liar, a cheater, a molester, a bum. You know, they'll say anything wicked and evil that they can because they don't want you following after Christ. They want to cause division. And that's why I asked many people several times, please do not hold conversations with these people. There's a reason why I blocked them. All right, and I can't see their comments. I can only see yours to them. And that's the reason why they do that. So when you're commenting to them and you're repeating whatever they're saying, not only do I see it, but everybody else sees it. And we don't understand what you're talking about because we don't see their comments. We only see yours. You see what I'm saying? And then some of these people that I blocked, they end up coming back in somehow. I blocked them 2-3 times. You know, remember, it's spiritual wickedness in high places. Okay? And it also says, those that now lit will continue to lit until they be taken out of the way. Okay? The wicked will continue doing wickedly because, and they won't understand. See, they're blind to what they're doing. And it says, those that now steal, let them continue to steal. Those that are liars, let them continue to be liars. Those that are lustful, let them continue being lustful. In other words, they're not going to see it coming. That's what Obama said. You won't see it coming. And he even said, Michelle Bachmann, she predicted that I was bringing in the biblical end days. And everybody laughed. He wasn't laughing. And when he said she predicted, that's saying that he's going to do it. You know, he didn't say she said. He said she predicted. In other words, that's saying with certainty. Okay? And then he looked at everybody and shook his head like, wow, you guys really are blind. You know, you guys really are unworthy. You know, just like the devil said from the beginning, you're unworthy because they love what's in the world. And you guys heard what I read about 1 John chapter 2, verse 15. You know, read it all, man. You know, the churches aren't talking about it. And, you know, it makes me sad. Another thing I told you, my brother contacted me the other day, talking about, hey, we all need to get together. He's trying to distract me. We're getting older and we ain't got time. Now, I've told him many times, this is the end time, Skip. I prayed that you could have your eyes open and see the truth. And if not, I pray that you have the strength to overcome and fight this evil that's trying to take you to hell. You know, and he just stops talking to me altogether. I'm not sure if he's even got control anymore on his body. I don't think that he does. It's like a lot of these movie stars. I told you, I've seen them jumping in people, totally control over them to where those other people aren't even in their bodies no more. I think the demons got 100% control over them now. And it's in a lot of them like that. You know, they even showed commercials of stuff like that happening, possessions, and people were laughing like it was funny and stuff like that. Man, they showed it all. everything that's happening. And yet people still didn't believe. Actually found it entertaining. And if you listen to the words about television, listen to it, slow it down. Tell a vision. In other words, what they want you to believe. What they want you to believe. Okay, we have the Word of God. Okay, now I hear these people saying this has been changed, that's been changed. Now we got this in the Bible, that in the Bible. I don't care what they got in there. I know the Word of God, and it's in my heart. Okay, I know what it is. And if something's been changed or altered, I know it. You know? But it ain't going to make me stop reading the Bible. It ain't going to make me lay down and whine and cry about it. I just know what it is. A lot of this stuff is changing because the Antichrist is getting ready to come here. Okay, it's being set up for those that are following the world. You know, the love of the world, the lust of the world. And they're going to soon have their Antichrist here. And when he's revealed, he's going to rise out of the ashes. A lot of people are going to die, you know. But anyhow, I don't want to ramble on here, you guys. I love each and every one of you. I hope and pray that you get something out of these messages. And most of all, I really hope that you guys are growing in the Spirit. Because that's where, you know, born again of spirit and water. Okay? Born again is to let go of what's in this world. Okay? Because, I mean, stop and think about it. Are you going to be born again and then sitting there worried about what you're going to get in this world? You know? Listen, if I was in this job for the money, I would have left a long time ago. Because I think I've made not that much. My first, since I started April 10th, my first 3 weeks, I think, something like that, 4 weeks, I made, so far I've brought in about $700 since April 10th. Okay, and this is what? This is the 15th. So in over 30 days, I've made $700. It's not cheap to survive either like that, you know. You go through the money. But if I had more, I'd be able to try to help people out here and there too. Somewhat I have a little bit, but, you know, I'm limited. Next week, I think I got a better pay. But I hope I'm not here next week. But if I am, I am. But every day, we need to keep watching. That's what Jesus said, watch. We know the season's here. We know it's here now. We know we're getting ready to go. I also had a dream. The closer we get, the more they're going to come against us. And I'm seeing that already. People looking at me like they don't like me. More hateful. You know, when you see a dead carcass raise its head up off the ground, you know, that's telling me we're real close. Real close. And this famine's about to hit. This large bodies of water being moved everywhere, that's our equator shifting, changing. And pretty soon it's going to go pop. When that happens, man, people are going to be going, and don't think the news is going to tell you. They're not going to inform you nothing, man. Because these people that are in charge, the spirits are hosting them now. See, probably what happened was they were told, you know, if you're going to be on the media, you can no longer talk about Christ. And they probably agreed, okay, we won't. And when you agree to do that, that means you're agreeing to deceive everybody out there. And the spirits took their bodies over. Most of these people that you see on television, demonic spirits are hosting them now. You know, tell a vision. You can't trust them. You never can. You know, the things you think you know, I would highly recommend that you forget them and get moving in the spirit. And boy, let me tell you something, man. The things you'll see. That's why I said we must be born again. Born again. Spirit and water. And once you are, you're going to start seeing where most people ain't going to make it. This morning I had breakfast at this one family-owned restaurant. I walked in there, they had big, huge pictures of all Catholic stuff. Praying Mother Mary and all that stuff. And I'm going, this is a restaurant. I felt like I was in a Catholic church. You know, I'm talking huge pictures around all the tables, everything. Everywhere. around the whole thing. And I'm thinking, man, they're kind of putting it in everybody's face while they're eating. You know? And it did good business there. You know? Signs of the times, you guys. All right, listen, man, let me get out of here. There it is one more time. Since I went and got this photo for you, I wanted you to see that black Mustang with all those fours. That's my sign telling me famine's getting ready to hit. I ain't telling you to go out and store up no water neither and all this stuff. Just have your basic supply. We're getting ready to leave, okay? We're getting ready to leave. I carry enough water here to where if something happens, I can help people around me and try to get them to call on the Lord to repent, if they can. Because even when this happens, many people won't. And that's because it says many are going to be given strong delusion so that they may be damned. Okay? That's what's going to happen. But some of them, we might be able to wake up a few. Who knows? I don't know how it's going to end out. But have you some basic stuff. Like, what you normally keep in your pantry at home. Main thing is having, a couple cases of water. Because I'm not saying just for yourself. You might have to give some to your neighbors or something, But you don't need to stack up for months' supplies and all that. We ain't going to be here. Okay? Where's your faith? Your faith's got to be in. We ain't going to be here. Okay? And then even if you had a year's supply, it ain't going to do them no good. It ain't. Because people are going to be stealing, looting, killing, all kinds of stuff, man. You'll have people that used to be bankers will turn into crooks. People that used to despise and look and talk down the people that were struggling in the world, they're going to be right there doing exactly that. But they'll probably be worse than those that they were pointing their finger at. God of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, he's got a way of bringing things out, man. In people, he sees what others don't see. You know what I mean? He sees. He knows the hearts. He knows everything. There's nothing. That's why I say, forget what you think you know. Start believing. Those people almost got it flat. I need to tell them. All right, you guys. God bless yous. I love yous. And remember what I said, okay? Check out the description box. Yeah, they got it flat. I need to tell them. God bless you guys. Yes. Hey, you may have been flat when you came out. All right, you guys. Now they're going to go get air. Let me show it to you. You see it? They're barely going to make it, man. That's getting flat quick. All right, you guys. God bless you, man. I love each and every one of you.